my show, we thought we would talk about our own personal experiences. And I know, Rachel, we've done a show like this in the past, but it was like way back when
That's
we were
right.
doing the paranormal podcast, and it was just you and I. And so it's been probably several years since we've talked about our own personal experiences. So I'm going to put Ian on the spot because he's right in front of the haunted piano. So let's start with Ian.
That wasn't lost on me, Ian. I saw that. How impressive.
Ian and the haunted piano.
Yeah, she's a beauty, isn't she?
Yes. I love the dark wood. Gorgeous.
Yeah, no, it's...
I love this very weird, and I love the very weird rendition of Mozart on your piano.
Yeah.
The carving is bizarre.
Yes.
With his Pinocchio nose.
That's great.
He's a very heavy set Mozart.
Yeah.
I would say Mozart at the age of 60, but he only lived to 34.
But yeah, Rachel, they sure don't make them like this anymore. That's for sure.
No, it's a beautiful piano.
Such a gorgeous piece.
This was manufactured in 1863.
Ooh.
I found the manufacturer's serial number inside, and thanks to the miracle of the internet, I was able to trace it back and find out the exact year it was manufactured. And
that's very cool.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And it still works.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I love it. At one point too, and it had the brass candle fold outs that you could fold out to put your candles on either side of the sheet music and everything. And it was actually manufactured in Hamilton, Ontario, where you live.
Oh.
I ended up giving it away because when we moved here, it was just heavy and, cumbersome. I had gotten it given to me from somebody that I knew that had a haunted pub, and it was in their haunted pub. So we used to call it the haunted piano. Got it tuned up, everything. It was kind of cool, but it never really held a tune. So, but I ended up sharing it with somebody else just because it was heavy and I didn't want to move it. So,
but this thing is so out of tune. It's
but that's the beauty of them, right?
But it adds to the creepiness.
It does.
Yeah. So I'm not going to have it tuned at all, and nobody here can play anyways.
Oh, there you go.
What's the point of getting it tuned if you don't know how to play?
No, you just have to dust it.
Yeah, yeah.
Or not, like Morticia Adams. Add dust.
She's right.
That's like my collections. They're dusty. They get a dusting maybe once a year.
Gotcha. That's it.
You dust off Bob. Bob and Pete get dusted, I hope.
Bob is actually in a case, completely sealed, so he doesn't get dusty. Right, so he's preserved, and actually there's a lot of things inside glass cases and stuff that are pretty good, but it tends to be the tops of those cases from time to time, and I notice worse in the winter than in the summer when the heat comes on, right? So anyway, all right, Ian, tell us about this cool piano.
Okay, well, haunted piano. And
does it have a name? Wait, I have to ask, did you name the piano?
No, it's just haunted piano.
Just a haunted piano.
It just has a lot of history attached to it. And you were saying some paranormal activity?
As I say, it was manufactured in 1863. And what's really cool is that, you're not going to be able to see it here, but on the inside of this very last key, the original
we're trying to look.
You can't
see
it. It's written on the side of the key. You can't see it from here. But the original owner actually wrote his name on the side of the key. Which
that's cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
And we don't have any proof, but we believe that this is the energy that is still attached to the piano.
Okay. Wow.
And so this piano came from an old farmhouse in Smithville, Ontario.
Ah, Chicken Town.
And it was donated to the former Museum of the Paranormal in Niagara-on-the-Lake. From there, it went to our friends at the Ghost Walks, who then have donated the piano to us because they've moved into a smaller location and couldn't take the piano with them. So
Smaller than where they were?
yeah. Yeah, actually it's where Daniel has moved. It's literally the very next door shop.
Oh,
But
that tiny little closet,
It's about half the size of what he had.
which was already a closet.
Yeah, so there was no way he could take this. So he
No.
offered it to us and said, you know, hey,
Nice.
if you guys want it, I'd love for you to take it. So
Wow.
how could we refuse?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, so anyways, I had heard through Daniel that this piano had been heard playing on its own while it was in the museum. And of course you've got to just take it as it is, because nobody was there to document it. Unlike now, where I'm going crazy doing EVP sessions all night and recording stuff. And, so it's been heard playing on its own. And so once we got
Is it playing
here,
an actual tune or just like one note?
Yeah,
or
you
is
could
it
just
playing
hear
a melody?
you could apparently it was just you could hear keys being played. And I will verify this because it's happened now that I've had it here, that we have had activity ramp up in this house so
Oh,
much since we brought this piano in.
Wow.
My mother is a psychic, and she looks at this piano and she can see a aura energy all around it. Trudy is not psychic, but she's sensitive. And same thing, when she walks past, she can feel a presence.
right.
And
Well, that would be natural to me because it is, somebody's personal item. I mean, when you said about the original owner, putting their name on it, that strikes me as something that I agree with you that it would sort of hold something of a connection. They obviously had a connection to it. And piano players, they play for hours, they practice for hours and hours
Right.
and hours.
right.
All that time and energy right there at the piano. I can definitely see why there might be some sort of spiritual attachment to it.
Even a residual energy with the piano.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as I say, the activity has just ramped up, not necessarily.
So do you think
Piano.
someone's protective of the piano?
I think it's this fellow John, and I know that's his name because it's written on the
Written
key.
inside. Right.
I think he's the one that is still attached to this piano
Mhm.
and has come with it.
Interesting.
And so we brought it in. The ladies are seeing and feeling this energy. And for myself, as I say, activity just went woo. And one night I was downstairs watching TV, and of course this is still in the end of March when we got it. And there's also Igor here
Oh, nice. He's cute.
who sits on this chest.
I like him. He's cute.
Yeah, he's so cute.
So what happened is I got up and I went to turn the fireplace on. Now, of course, I've been busy watching TV, so I'm not paying
Right.
attention to anything else. I get up, reach down, go over to the fireplace, reach down to flip the switch. This guy is no longer sitting on the wooden chest. He has moved 3 feet across the room and is sitting on the side of the fireplace.
Nice. I've had that happen before with
Yeah,
other
it's-
objects. Yeah.
So
He's super cute though.
Yeah. So there's no way. If you look at him, he's bottom heavy. There's no way
Yes.
that he's going to fall off this wooden chest
And bounce his way over to
and
the
bounce 3
fireplace.
feet across the room to sit upright, literally next to the fireplace.
Wow.
So as I said, we've been doing investigations. I've been leaving my audio recorder out here all night, just letting it go in case I get something, and I did. a couple of weeks ago, middle of the night, yep, my recorder picked up 3 notes.
Nice.
Oh,
Boom, boom.
oh, I love
recording.
it.
Yeah, so that's
Now, is that the note? Is that the key that he had his name on? Is that what it is?
no. I have no idea which, as I say, I'm not musically inclined whatsoever, so I
Right.
have no.
If I
no
was to
knowledge
hear
of
it, I would probably know which key is being
what
played.
key was actually being played, but we
Nice.
got 3 notes in a row, and it was like, okay, jackpot.
That's cool.
How about that?
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. So that's a fun object to move into your house for. So that's really
Yes.
cool, Ian. I really like. I
Okay.
gotta come and see it again because, like I said, I've seen this piano before. I've actually played this piano
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
Yes.
You know, not that
It
I'm a
looks
piano
awesome.
player,
I
but I
would-
can play a couple of tunes. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really beautiful piano.
oh, it is. It
I'd
sure
love
is.
to see it up close. I would definitely love to take a look and see what I can pick up from it.
One
and see if I can
day,
feel the energy.
one day when
We
One
will.
day,
One
yep.
do
day.
those things
One
again.
Once
day.
we all get out of this mess that's raging out
Oh,
there.
One
yes,
day.
exactly.
So, Rachel, what are you going to tell us about today?
Well, actually, since we were talking about haunted objects, I've mentioned this one to you before, Seeker, but it's my favorite, and I'm sharing it with the Facebook audience now too. We owned, my mother owned this ventriloquist doll
Oh,
called
yes.
Charlie.
Yes, you did tell me about this.
And this, it has been in the family with us. Our family has accordions. They're quite a musical family. They're the Tamburos, and they traveled from Italy as immigrants to England, and they played on the accordions. They have some gorgeous music, playing things like Ave Maria, and very proud of their musical background. Every sort of family event that I went to had a very, it was very nostalgically Italian with all the accordions going. It was truly beautiful. I loved it. And passed down in the family were the accordions from my grandfather to my mother. My mother taught accordion lessons, but also part of that act was this ventriloquist doll.
Now,
which is-
did you tell me you don't have it anymore, right?
I don't. I got rid of it. I could not
I
continue
totally would have taken
living
it
with
from
it.
you.
I had to get rid of it. I had to. Yeah, my husband regrets me getting rid of it, I think, too, because it was very creepy. So it had ginger, bright orange, red hair, and there was a little thing that sat, and it had a little black trousers and shoes, and you put your hand, obviously in the back of it, and its mouth moved. I hated this thing. I just the eyes were very wide and
Did it have freckles?
yes,
So it's like
freckles
Howdy
across
Doody.
it. Yes, exactly.
Right.
But there was something about it. The energy in it in itself was just, oh my gosh. I never liked it. I never felt good about it being around me. I would put it in a closet, and it would somehow end up somewhere else. I
It's
put it in my
moving on,
closet, and it would somehow end up, I didn't have an explanation as to how it was ending up in other locations, like my bedroom. I couldn't stand this thing. I mean, because to me it was the way it looked. It was very malicious looking, even though it has a vacant expression.
Oh, that's probably what made it malicious looking. The vacant, blank, staring eyes.
Exactly. I'm not a
ridiculous
dull
grin on
person.
his face, right?
I'm never a dull person to begin with. My mom absolutely loved it because it was a family sort of heirloom, and she wanted it to be passed on. But I'll be honest with you, I hated this thing with a passion. And I think it was just.
Oh, dolls can be creepy.
I know.
They can be
Yes,
really
dolls can be
creepy.
very creepy. I'm not sure if I have a picture of it. I will look for a picture for you, but you can come to your own conclusions about how creepy this thing looked. But yeah, I think you looked it up on the internet as well, Seeker. I think you
did,
found
yes,
some
yes.
that kind of resembled this type of doll.